Hi guys and dolls, how are you? I hope you are well. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about something that Lee Hammock has talked about, and he is a narcissist. He has narcissistic personality disorder. He is one of the few intelligent narcs who decided, you know what, there's something going on with me and I need to know what it is. Most of them are not smart enough to realize that. They're not smart enough to seek professional help. They like their misery. They hate it, but they love it at the same time because it gives them drama. And they love the drama. So, you know, they wouldn't want a peaceful life. That's just not how they operate. He talked about how when you speak facts about what the narcissist has put you through, that's not the smear campaign. You are speaking the truth. Your truth. What they said to you, what they did to you, the fact that they were hunting for someone else while they were with you at the same time, spitting about, I love monogamy, which is a bold-faced lie. Everything that comes out of their mouths is a goddamn lie. If you don't see proof of what they tell you, consider it a lie. But anyway, the smear campaign is not... It's not a smear campaign if you're speaking the truth. You're telling people how you were treated in this relationship. Okay, excuse me. Manipulationship, because it's not a real relationship, okay? Real relationship involves you both being on the same team and you're on the same side and no one's trying to destroy the other person, manipulate the other person, trick the other person, cheat on the other person. There's none of that, okay? So, yeah, you're speaking your truth. How you were bamboozled and hoodwinked, and that is the truth. That is what happened. If you could get it on video, or if you could get it, record them going off or whatever, or acting like a little whiny bitch when you're confronting them, because if they're either going to attack you back or they're going to turn into a little whiny bitch and go back to the 5-year-old child that they are. So if you get that, you record that on your phone, you good to go. Because they have tricked other people into, you know, other people believe that they're a good person when they're not. So anyway, the smear campaign doesn't apply to you when you're telling your truth of what this person has put you through. Those are facts. Those are facts. The smear campaign comes into play when y'all don't work out anymore, which that's inevitable because the person's an asshole. But they run around and they tell everybody that they put on their victim costume so that everybody could feel sorry for them. And they're going to tell everybody that you are the actual narcissist. You are the sicko. You're the one who's abusive to them. They were just an innocent little baby, you know, and you came along and destroyed their life. And it's bullshit. It's all complete and total bullshit. So, it's not a smear campaign if you're telling the truth of what happened. There's two things that are the most important thing to a narcissist, the most important thing to them. Everybody has a vulnerability, and they're always looking for yours so they can use it as a weapon against you later. Two of the things that are the most crucial to a narc are supply, which is what the attention, you know, what they get from other people. The attention, money, a baby, a house, sex, admiration, okay? That's supply for them. Without attention and without a new piece of meat to manipulate, they can't breathe, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Let's just be real. So, supply, and that is the most important thing to them. New supply, new meat, because they're going to get bored with you, and they're going to devalue you. I don't care how perfect you are, they get bored, because they're a child. They have the mentality of a child. So they get bored, and they're going to look for somebody else. So supply is the most important thing to them. The second most important thing, or maybe they're both equally as important, is their funky-ass reputation. They're always perpetrating to the public that they're wonderful, they're great, you know, I go to church every Sunday, you know, I don't believe in God. This is a snake that I knew I don't believe in God, and God hasn't done any miracles in thousands of years, but I go to church every Sunday perpetrating that bullshit that I really have a connection with God, and it's all bullshit, okay? Everything that they've ever told you also, in addition to that, everything they've ever said to you, consider it a lie. Unless you hear it proven by someone else. If they tell you that they were a biker, see if other bikers know them. And I don't mean know them as a groupie, actually know them as being a biker and they can verify it. If nobody else can verify it, that's a lie. Because the narc's going to lie to you anyway, so you don't want to rely on what they tell you. You want to rely on what somebody else told you. Okay? If they say that they repel, because I was told that by another snake, you know, the same snake, this person repels, I never saw equipment the first. And when we were supposed to repel, I was considering it, all of a sudden, his equipment is no good anymore because he supposedly left it in a hot environment and it degraded the ropes. You know, they always have a convenient story and they always have a convenient excuse. When in reality, they never did any of that, okay? Most likely, they didn't do shit. And if they did, they dabbled in it trying to win somebody over who's part of that or whatever. There's always a sneaky little backhanded reason, you know what I mean? Yeah, I never saw any equipment. I never did. And if you supposedly repel, then you would know that you have to take care of your equipment. This isn't something you do at the spur of the moment. Well, I got nothing else better to go on. I think I'll, you know, nothing better in my life. I'm taking a break from manipulating people, so let me go ahead and dabble in this. That's a lifestyle. That is something a person does as part of their life. That's what they do. They love it. They're an avid repeller or hiker or whatever it is. This is not something you do at the spur of the moment and then you just frivolously take your equipment and throw it over there and hope for the best. I mean, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay? I also saw pictures of these people that were suspended in the air over a gorge. A gorge is like a river that runs through the mountains or whatever this particular situation was. This individual said that he had done that. I never saw him in there. I saw pictures of other people that he supposedly took, pictures of those other people. He was supposedly hanging suspended from the cliffs. I don't believe that. If you don't see proof, actual proof, consider it a lie. Consider it a lie. And even if their parents tell you, back it up, they may have lied to their parents. So consider everything they said a lie unless you see actual proof. And I don't mean a picture of other people, not exactly that person, but other people. I mean, come on, I'm not stupid. So you don't see proof, it's a lie. It's a freaking lie. Okay? This rattlesnake also supposedly dabbled in working out all the time. Did that happen? I don't know. I think he might have dabbled in it so he could win someone over because he's bisexual, so he wants to attract men and women both. But that's also, and then he just kind of kicked that to the curb and quit doing it. That's not something you do frivolously either. People who are serious, and that's the whole key right there. People who are serious about working out, it is something they do as a lifestyle thing. They eat correctly. They eat, you know, they drink protein shakes. They work out routinely all the time, X amount of days per week, like, you know, rain or shine. It is a lifestyle. It is not something you do to puff up your muscles so you could attract somebody for a bed partner. I mean, which is what I think is the reason why rattlesnake was involved in that, because he was trying to attract other people, men and women both. That's not something you do and then after a while you're kick it to the curb and quit doing it. No. There's a reason for that. And manipulating people is usually the end game. Okay? So when that individual, they're seeking for your weak points. They're seeking for your vulnerability. Remember their vulnerabilities. They have to have supply. Manipulate people for whatever they want. That's their supply, keeps them breathing. And the other thing is their precious, phony-ass, fake-ass reputation. So once you know that their reputation is the most important thing, slam that shit. Slam their reputation into the ground. Tell everybody with ears what that person's done to you, because when you get rid of them, or you know, they get rid of you, which I got rid of the snake, that individual was running around acting like a victim. Okay? Oh, I went through this and I went through that, and that person's not as nice as you think they are, blah, 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 blah. He was also jealous because his church members liked me. He goes to Open Heart Baptist Church, by the way, Columbia, Missouri. They liked me more than him, so that pissed him off. So I can assure you that he ran around and told them with his little fake sitting in church, I'm going to pray before God that I don't believe in. Anyway, move right along. I'm going to act like a victim. He probably squeezed out a few tears even. Wow. So, yeah, the victimization that they do, I'm such a victim. Everybody's so mean to me. Everybody's always attacking me. All my exes hate me. All my exes are crazy. My ex-wife is a crazy bat. My ex-husband's a crazy bat. Everybody conspires against me. Do you hear how schizophrenic that sounds? Everyone is after me. Everyone is attacking me. Everybody in my past has treated me so horrible. Their end game and their whole purpose in life is to destroy me. No. They're already destroyed up here, because normal people don't say that. Let me repeat that. Normal people don't say that. They don't. Can you imagine me coming on here, making videos, talking to you guys, which I love talking to y'all. Y'all are cool as hell. I love y'all. But can you imagine me coming on here going, hi, everybody. You realize that everybody's always attacked me? Everybody's always coming after me? I hate it. Really? Are you serious right now? First of all, are you schizophrenic? Because you sound schizophrenic, because they believe that everyone's after them too. And if everyone is after you, what the fuck did you do to them? Oh, they're not trying to tell you that. What did you do to them? Because you're not that important where people will, you know, use all their free time to come after you. So obviously, what the fuck did you do to them? What did you do? Everybody's after you? Everybody treats you bad? Sit your dumb ass down. I also am aware of a situation where we're going to go there, because I don't give a flying rat's ass. Y'all remember when I told you, and for those of you that didn't watch this particular video, I would, you know, tell you about it right now. I was with the rattlesnake and narcissistic, malignant narcissist, liar, pathological lying, oh my God, cheater, all that. They all do the same behavior, my God. And I had a heat-related illness in the park, and I'm trying not to puke. My body was overheating, and he got as far away from me as humanly possible. Didn't want to be anywhere near me. You would have thought I had the bubonic plague because I had a heat-related situation, which is totally cold-blooded. However, I can't even say it with a straight face. I can't even say it with a straight face because it's so ludicrous. Rattlesnake, let's see, it was around the fall of last year. And thank God I was smart and I dumped his ugly ass. But he took someone, he was at an event, okay? He was at a meetup event, and he had, either it was meetup or I think it was a meetup group. Anyway, it was a public situation, and he was, you know, at this particular function. And he deliberately, because he knows I do videos, he stalks my channel. I don't care. Stop being an asshole, and you never have to worry about somebody revealing who the hell you really are. Anyway, he had the nerve, the balls, to have a chick there who's in a wheelchair, and I think she controls it with her mouth, and he's steady rubbing her arm. Okay? He's doing that on purpose because he knows I told everybody that he's a cold-blooded son of a bitch. So he's trying to perpetrate to the public, let me take this chick to this event who's in a wheelchair, and I'm going to rub her arm, and I'm going to act like I'm such a caring person. No, motherfucker, don't try it. Because I'm going to tell the goddamn truth. That's an act. That is a fucking act. Okay? That's an act. I'm such a caring person. I'm such a caring... Those ladies in a wheelchair, I'm here for you, baby. Motherfucker, please. Everybody knows the truth. Everybody knows the truth. So, knock that shit off. And as long as I got breath in my body, I will always be a threat to that motherfucker because I'm going to tell people what really happened. Okay? He's got a bunch of naked people on his computer. Men, women, all kinds of body parts all up and down his computer, but he don't have enough sense and intelligence to get some therapy. You can't talk to somebody. You can talk to somebody. You could be in Missouri and talk to somebody in California through your computer. If you're so paranoid that when you come out of your house, people are sitting there in the bushes with binoculars, you ain't that fucking important, yo, motherfucker. You ain't that important for somebody to stare at you and watch you come out. Is he going to a therapist's office? They're following his vehicle and shit. His family vehicle. Looks like a family car that he's showing off and letting everybody know. Oh, look at my beautiful car. Fuck you, motherfucker. Number one, your parents paid for that. You didn't pay for shit because you're a snake, a leech, and a parasite, and you take from everybody. Number two, you're not important enough for anybody to follow you and see if you went to a therapist's office. Your motherfucking ass should have been there a long time ago. I'm venting, y'all. I'm venting. I can't stand injustice. I can't stand when people fuck over other people, whether it's me or someone else. I don't like people being played by other people. I hate that. I hate that. There's too many medications out here. There's too much therapy out here that's available. There is no reason to walk around in the head. There's no reason. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. Anyway. So, enough of that cockroach. Let's talk about something else. My son is a doggy, and he is an Ossador. He's an Australian Shepherd and a Lab mix. Hyper as hell. They love to run, 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 run. Okay? Mine is an Alpha. So, he likes to be the boss, and he has no problem letting you know that I'm going to fight you tooth and nail when it comes to getting this thing done, because I don't want it done. So, I used to be against, I'm not anymore, okay? But I used to be against e-collars, which used to be called a shock collar. Some people still call it a shock collar. I am not against them anymore. I used to think that's torture. Don't do that to a dog. That's mean. That's evil. Why would you do that? Da, 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 da. When you have a dog, I changed my mind completely on it, right? When you have a dog that is very headstrong, he or she is an alpha. When you tell them, I mean, usually he listens, but there's times that he's like, I don't have to listen to your shit. He's getting better. He's getting a lot better. But an e-collar gives them incentive to obey you. And there are times where your dog could run away from you. They normally stay in this vicinity, but now they decided today, I'm going to run across the street. And yes, he's done that a few times. I'm going to run across the street And now his life is in jeopardy, or her life is in jeopardy, because they decided, you know, take your rules and stick them somewhere. I'm not obeying you. So that's where an e-collar comes in. It could literally save their life, okay? The one that I have, which I don't know the name of it, and it's not on the remote. I'll see if I can... M-A-I something. I don't know. I will put it in the description part of the video, you know, down below, because I don't remember the name of it, the company. But this is what the remote looks like. And there is, a lot of them are designed this way. This is off, locked, and unlocked. So now it's completely locked because I'm not using it. He's taking a nap right now, so there's no need for me to use it. He wears the collar all day. I take it off at night to recharge it. It's rechargeable. Now, I do suggest you get one that's rechargeable. For this particular one, and they're all going to be different, this is the vibrate feature. This is the beep feature. No, excuse me. My bad. This is the beep feature. This is the vibrate feature. And this is the shock feature. Okay? This button here, and they're all different. This button here controls the intensity of the beep and the vibrate and the shock. Okay? And then this is, there's two channels here. You'll see one or two, the number 1 or 2. Okay? That's to train 2 dogs with one device. I only have one dog. He's on channel 1 because this is the one that his collar responds to, the number 1, so he's number 1. Don't tell him he's number 1. His ego will explode. His behavior is improving. He does have moments where he does act like, rules? You got to be kidding me. And that's where the collar comes in. Now, I do not believe in shocking him unless I don't have a choice, or unless he is like extremely defiant, or yeah, he'd have to be extremely defiant, and I still don't do it. Unless a person is sadistic, they're not going to shock continuously. I'm going to bypass the beep and the vibrate, and I'm going straight to shock. Ding, 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 ding. I mean, that's not normal. That's, you know, you'd have to be sick in your head to do that. You'd have to be a sadistic person to enjoy. You'd have to be a narcissist to enjoy that, inflicting pain on someone else. So I almost never use a shock. Okay, I have used it before because he was being extremely defiant, like middle finger to me, and I'm like, excuse me. But I almost always, just about every time, use the beep or the vibrate. And you could beep more than once, you could vibrate more than once, because they know what comes after that. And they don't want no parts of that, okay? So he'll be out in the woods like he was today. And he was running around acting like a lunatic, and then he disappeared, and I didn't know where he was, and he wouldn't come to me. And so I beeped him a couple of times. This has like a 1,300 yard, I don't remember the details, but like I said, it's got a good range on it. He comes running to me. I'll beep it, and he'll come running, or I'll vibrate, and he'll come running to me. Literally running to me, usually. So, you know, he's doing much better. There are still some things I have to fight him on, like, he hates when you touch his paws. Woo! He cannot stand that. All right? So that's a battle we have to go through. If you give them their favorite treats, do one paw, treat. Another paw, treat. I also file the nails, okay? Because those things are scalpels. They're like scalpels when you don't file them. And I'll give him another treat, do another paw, treat, another paw, you know. And this way he starts to associate something he hates with something he loves, okay? Same thing with bathing, same thing with getting out of his crate. You know, especially if he's been in there for a longer time than usual, make sure I give him a TREAT. He's in the same room with me, and I don't want him hearing me. Yeah, I'll give him one of those when he's been in his crate for long periods of time. So another thing, and this is really important, okay? I saw a person with a really cool dog, and we were playing with the dog, and Milo was playing with their dog, and blah, 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 blah. We were talking and having a good time. The guy that owned that dog, I don't know if he's never cut that dog's nails, but my God, they're like as long as an eagle's talons, and that is horrible. Now I'm going to tell you why, okay? I will try to use... I'll use one of my nail polish things. Pretend this is the nail. Obviously not this big. Obviously, right? Pretend this is the nail. Inside the nail is the quick. Let's pretend that's the quick. Alright? That's the nerve. When you don't cut their nails ever, the nail gets longer and longer and longer. Longer, longer, and longer. Guess what else gets longer and longer? The nerve. Longer, 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 longer. It grows with the nail. So if you never cut the nail, that nerve will grow as much as the nail does, and you will never be able to cut their nails. And they will always be in agony when they walk. Be smart. Cut your dog's nails, okay? God has a sense of humor, so Milo has one nail that's black and one of his dew claws. Like, if this is his paw, the dew claw's up here. You know what I mean? He's got one that's black. I don't like that. The rest of them are white. White nails are easy because you can see where the quick is so that you don't cut too close. Pay attention when you cut their nails. If it scares you, if it makes you nervous, take them to get their nails trimmed, okay? The black nail. What you do with the black nail, and I want you to watch a video on YouTube, you will trim more and more, and little teeny bit, a little more. You'll see like a white, you'll see the whitish part of the nail when you cut, and you only do a little teeny bit at a time. Snip, 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 snip. Keep looking. Every time you snip, look for that whitish coloration, and do it every time. When you see that it starts to get darker, and there's less of the white, less of the nail substance in there, stop cutting, you're done. Okay? Because you can't see the quick. You can't see through it, you can't see the quick. Okay? Another thing. I see people, and I've done it too, I ain't gonna lie. I've done it too. You see puppies and you're like, oh, I want one. Oh my God. Let me explain something to you. I'm not a morning person, but when you have a furry alarm clock, you will be getting up every single morning, okay? It's horrible. I like to sleep in. My friend helps me a lot, so he will take him, you know, out and stuff and let me get my rest because I have chronic pain. So rest is very crucial for me. They require a lot of love, a lot of attention, a lot of exercise, baths, trimming their nails, flea and tick treatment. Don't wait until they get fleas and ticks. That doesn't make any sense. Prevention is the key. And ticks are horrible this year, 2022. I don't know what the hell the problem is, but my God, they're horrible this year. So you want to make sure you stay on top of flea and tick. I saved money on all of his vaccinations because I administered his vaccinations to him because I found out that you could buy their vaccines at Orscheln's Farm and Home. You just look up. I saw it's on, I want to say it's akc.org, I think. But I saw a schedule of what puppies are supposed to get at what age, what vaccinations they're supposed to get at what age. So you ask Orscheln's or whoever is near you for those vaccinations. They keep them in their refrigerator in the store. They have a small refrigerator that they keep vaccinations in. You put it in the refrigerator when you get home. And there's a vial with liquid. Watch it on YouTube because I don't think they come with instructions. I found out through YouTube. One vial has liquid. One vial has the powdery substance. So you're going to take the cap off the needle, put the needle in the liquid, pull the liquid out, and then insert the needle into the powdery part, which will automatically, it's weird. Once you put that needle in the powdery part, it goes, and it sucks the liquid into the powdery parts, and then you mix it. The vial's not that big, it's like that, and then you mix it like this. Don't shake it like that, just mix it like this, okay? And I learned that from a phlebotomist, believe it or not, on YouTube, because her and her husband raise puppies, and they give them their shots all the time, you know. And you just do this. Now, if you want to be extra smart and super careful, you can get an extra parvo injection from your veterinarian. Just pay the fee of what it costs, because I don't think there's enough medicine in the multi-vaccines, because there's a whole bunch of shots in one. There's like a 5-in-1 and there's a 9-in-1. It prevents against parvo, but if you get a parvo injection from your veterinarian, then you're good to go, and you can, you know, double check, you know, double protect them with an extra parvo shot in addition to. My vet doesn't like the multi vaccines in one, the 5-in-1 and the 9-in-1, and I understand that, but it's expensive as hell going to the vet all the time. So if you find a way that's actually protecting, you know, and it's more cost effective, that's what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? If money is not an issue for you, then take them to the vet by all means. That's the best way to do it. But if you're on a budget and, you know, certain things are causing more problems with us, all of us, financially. Anyway, so then you go ahead and, you know, get it done through your vet, or, you know, just do it the most cost-effective way you can. He is on the medicine I want to put him on is pretty freaking pricey. That's why he's not on it at the moment. It's a flea and tick, and it's a 3-in-1 medicine, but you have to get it. You can get it. Can you get it online? I'm not sure, but I know the vet has it for sure. But it's pricey as hell. I mean, when you look at flea and tick medication, the price is highway robbery. Because you and I both know those companies didn't pay that much for that. They might have paid $10, $15 for it, and they turn around and charge you $50. No. Look here. Hell to the no, you're not getting rich off me. Sorry, you're not. So that's the story there. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of your energy. It's a lot of your attention. If they're a breed that Milo is they're bred to control, you know, to herd cattle. That's what they do. It's in their bloodline. Even the babies, the puppies, will know how to do that to some degree, because it starts to travel inside the genetic line, and before you know it, all of them do that. They just know how to do that. And he does that with me sometimes, and I don't like it, and I let him know we're not having it, knock it off. So yeah, he herds me sometimes. So I have to correct him and let him know. And he likes to roughhouse. When he likes to play, he wants to herd me and be the boss of me and wrestle me and all. And I'm like, look here. Knock it off before I beep ya. And like I said, he knows that the vibrate comes after the beep, and then after that, it could be all hell breaking loose. So he doesn't do anything to allow that situation to happen. He will stop right away. What else? The food, the price of the food. Milo's food is very reasonable. He's on Purina Complete, and he's a muscle man. I mean, he is so strong, it's unreal, and he's only going on 5 months. He got a big old muscle neck. He's a strong dog. So, yeah, I mean, there's nutrients in there and all that. Rawhide is not good for them because it's hard for their body to digest. There is something called no-hide rawhide. So if you can find that, I would say go for that. I feel something on my back, and it better not be what I think it is. It's not. Okay. Like I said, ticks are bad this year. Horrible. But don't wait until, you know, your pet gets exposed to fleas and ticks and then go, you know what, I should probably get something. Right, you should get it before they get exposed. I said in another video that the peppermint spray does not work. It does work. I have to kind of renege on what I said, because what he was doing, he don't like to be sprayed. He don't like anything rubbed into his fur. So he will lay on the floor and deliberately rub it off into the carpet. And I'm like, look here. So I would spray him before he goes outside. And then once he gets outside, he's so distracted by all the sights and the smells and exploring and all of that, that he just forgets there's something on him. I haven't had to spray him with the peppermint. Because I may do it if I take him to one of our parks that's heavily forested. I will probably spray him just as a precaution. But since I put this, it's 3 tubes, and you do it once a month. You just put it between the shoulder blades, and there's not been anything on him since I started using it. And I have the 3-month, and I paid $12 as opposed to $50, $40, $50. That's just stupid. That's highway robbery. So anyway, I'll try to put that down in the description too. So it's a commitment. It's a commitment. And they're not going to stay, you know, a fluff ball. Oh, you know, they're going to grow up. They're going to become an adult. They're going to look more grown up in the face. They're going to, you know, require you going out in the rain, the sleet, the snow. They're going to require all of that. So if that's not something you are prepared to sign up for, excessive heat, snow, rain, if you're not prepared to do that, rethink getting a dog, because it's like having a child. It's a huge responsibility. Taking them out for potty is just a small part of your connection with them, right? They're our friends, and he's protected me a couple of times. When he didn't know what was going on, he sat near me and he barked like, yeah, I'm not having it. Whatever that is, I'm not having it, you know. And I let him know it's okay, because I knew it was what was going on wasn't a threat. And I said, you're okay. It's okay. You're okay. So it's a huge responsibility. Make sure that you think about it long and hard before you dive in. Don't fall for just their cuteness. Remember, it's a commitment. Okay? All right. You guys take care. Much love.